So we are back with the Queen versus Rook Endgame. It's part 5 already. And of course, I think the last time I did part 4 was a week ago or even longer. And so we need to do quite some extensive review. First of all, we are going through the introduction as always. So Chessable is well known by now, I guess. So it is a website that offers some courses, like over 1,000 by GMs, IMs, FMs, and untitled players, but nevertheless, they're just great. And that is the case here. We are having a course by Rookshelf, and yeah, we are going to master the tricky Queen versus Rook endgame. Is one of the tougher ones to master, but and it is not coming up very often on the board. That's what he was saying in one of the early chapters of this course. But still, it has a value to learn this, and so I'm just going through this. And yeah, what's in this course? We will learn the main patterns, and Rookshelf referred to them as formations. Then how to identify those formations. Then when is it best to do a waiting move instead of a forcing move. Then learn the basic or the easy rules of thumb and geometric patterns, as it said here, such as triangle, plank, cage, and tower formations, plus many more. And when do we have stalemate opportunities for black? And a brief history of the game and collection of annotated illustrative games. So with that, I think we can just go right into the course. Well, not the course, but the review. One of the good parts of Chessable is that yeah, you just cannot forget to do your work, as they will have a stack of positions. That's the positions that, or variations they call it here, that you did during the course, and in certain time frames they will ask you to solve the variation. And the good thing is everything you know and answered correctly will go to the bottom of the stack, so it will not come up very often. But the things that you didn't get right will be trained more often until it really sticks in your long-term memory. And sometimes I hate Chessable for it, and sometimes I love it for it. Mostly I love it for it, of course. But yeah, it's tedious, and but a very nice method is called the spaced repetition to get that stuff into your head. So basically, but if you didn't practice continually, you just have to do lots of review sessions. And as I was not lazy but doing other stuff during the week, I click on it now, it is 24 reviews. Sorry, 24 reviews for the variations that we already solved in the course. And now, of course, we'll find out what was I able to remember and what not. So with that, we just start. If I take a look here, I just take a look at chat if somebody's there asking a question or so. And yeah, we just go. So this again is repetition, it's review, it's not learning new stuff. And I should, of course, know all this. And here I think it is giving a check right away, and it's an alternative, and that's because we're on the 6th rank. If the king is on the 7th rank, then I could not go onto the top square on the b file, and that's why the correct move here is queen b8. Yes, and now it's a matter of checking the king now. Yes. And now just zigzagging our way to go to the rook to be able to fork it. At least that's what I think. Yes, seems to be correct by now. Okay, and here we had something special. What was that? I think it was a check here on d8. Then the black king needs to go to a white square and we are able to fork. Incorrect. That's the one. Oh no. Okay, so, but that's just what it is. That's why we have the review sessions, to refresh the info in your head and so it doesn't get forgotten. Okay, so here I start reading. You move 5 queen f7, hitting the rook and the a7 checkmate square. So 5 here, that was my move and they know it, that people do it, otherwise there would be text. Queen d8 check is a couple of moves slower because after 5 king a6 there is no check for... yes, I forgot that. True. Okay. So next, and now we have to, I thought, repeat the correct move quite some time, but that's not the case. Okay. So, and here I remember that I go with the king to c5 because the rook cannot go to check me on h5. And yeah, we are having a checkmate situation here, so that should be working. Yes, that is correct. And here it asks us now to repeat what we did wrong. And here I remember that the move is queen f7. Yes, and we have to repeat it. Queen f7, attacking the rook and the checkmate square on a7. All right. So that's happening in those queen to mate a6 triangles. That's what it's called. Okay. Next position. Now we are at the rook to mate. Is it rook to mate or rook to move? It is rook to move. Yes, it's not mate. I forgot. I did that wrong last time too. So here we have the rook to move. It is a3 triangle. Okay. So we are playing with white and we are doing that zigzagging, I think. So we're starting with a check. And now we start that zigzagging to the rook alternative already. Okay, what to play then? I would try the queen to d7, but I don't know if it's correct, so I need to find it out. An alternative, okay. So I think that was the second alternative. What could be the third move and the correct move here? Well, going back usually doesn't work, so I don't know, I have to admit. And well, here I have to admit I'm kind of lazy. The timer is also running out, so I just try this on third alternative move. So time ran out, so I'd like to get a solution. And to get the solution, it's usually nice to do a wrong move. Then the program tells you the correct move. So let's go. It's incorrect. And the right one is, yeah, I totally forgot this. And I should have thought of it because usually it's nice to check the checkings that are possible. And I forgot this. Yes. Okay. So we have to do these things here, and now finally we have the we reached the b8 square that is forking king and rook. Okay, now we repeat it. So the program hopes we will remember it by doing this more often. Have to remember this. Okay. It's on the a3. Okay. Next variation. It's the rook to move a4 triangle. Same first move as always. And that's already it. Nothing else to follow. I'll take it. Yes. So the rook to move a5, a6 triangles. So what happens if in these positions the king is on a5, a6? I again, well, is it now d6 or b8? I go for the check, and it's incorrect. Ah, okay. So you move, the correct move is queen b3, attacking the rook. I don't care about the other sensible moves because I'd like to learn the fastest ways here. Okay. So this, and now, now we're back at the situation where I need to play this, I think. Yes, that is correct. So now we are just doing the repetition so I know what to play for next time. Okay. A7 triangle. Yes, and this time I cannot go to the like a b9 square. It's just not there. We would be out of field, and that's why I think the check is correct as an alternative move. If it's the case, then we just go here, another alternative move. The king. I think it is the king move, because then on the next move we will have a checkmate option. So, alternative move. Then it is a check right away with the queen. Yes. And now is it time to bring up the rook already? Because the king to c6, because then I could just, well, if he checks, well, check doesn't give me a forking option. So I think we first have to give another check, probably. Check, alternative. I try with the king. Incorrect, yes, as I thought. Okay. Forcing the rook to a worse location. Next. Okay, and now I think it is the... Is it? Nope, it is the queen move here. Incorrect. Oh. 3 moves faster than any alternative. So I'll try to remember this for next time. And now... Now are we able to zigzag our way down to finally be able to do the fork? Let's see. Well, if I play here, he can just bring in the rook to a7 again. That doesn't make sense. But if he plays a7 again, I can then give a checkmate with the queen to f8. So that's not allowed. So I play this one here. It's all right. Then I'm going to play this one again. Yes. Hmm? Nope. Hmm. Then another check here. Incorrect. Oh my, this is bad. Okay, check here again. Haven't we been here before? Yes, but now the fork is coming if I go here. Yes. Yes, correct. Okay. So try it again. Check. Now we are going with the queen first. Was it queen first or king first? It was king first, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, and now it was this zigzagging. Okay. Need to remember that king move. Okay. So this is good. I got it wrong, so it will be given sooner for repetition. And that way I can just slash psychic. Hi, hello. I hope you're into chess. Okay. So, yeah, that is the move now to check on g8. Okay, so now we have the queen to move a4, a5 triangles. And here it is this move. Then the zigzagging starting. And now I have to think. If I'm correct, it's the same pattern as before, which means it is this one here. That worked before. Why isn't it working now? It was an alternative, it will work, but it's not the fastest then. Okay, then I try the other move. Check, this one is correct this time. And now I'm able to fork. Okay. Okay. And here we have the situation that I cannot go on b8 again. So I'm going here, check. And now, what is it? Isn't that the king move attacking the rook? Yes, it was. And now it is a check. Is it correct here? Yes. Okay, and here we have reached the queen to move b7 cage. Yes, there it is. And we will learn this later in the course. Okay. What is your ELO? My ELO is in Blitz rating, I have 1818. And I don't have a classical rating yet, slash, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm learning. My teacher, international chess master Balint Nachijiji, is always saying that I'm still a chess baby. But he requested me to learn this stuff, so I'm going through the course and learning this. Okay. What is yours? Next position. We are at the Philidor rook to move, one rook b3 stuff. Okay. So how is this done? I think it starts with a check here. Yes. And then Wasn't it another check with the queen to h8? Yes. And now I think it was another check here. And this I don't understand. Doesn't it work regardless if I go h7 or h8? I think it's the same because afterwards he needs to go to the 8th rank again, and then I can fork with g8. So it shouldn't be a difference if I go here or there. At least that's my opinion. So we'll find this out afterwards with the engine. Okay, now we are having this here. We need to prevent the check, I think. Okay, so I think, oh my goodness, maybe I'm totally off, but wasn't it this one here? Incorrect. That one. Okay, always check, yes. Okay, I don't have an official rating, but 1700 blitz and 19 rapid on chess.com. Oh, that's super strange, slash psychic, because, as I said, I have an 1800 blitz rating, and I didn't play rapid on chess.com, as I usually never play on chess.com, only on light chess or lead chess. And my blitz rating on chess.com is like 1200, 1300, somewhere around there. Yes. Okay, so and are you able to 100% mate with the queen against the rook already, or also taking a look to learn? Okay, so let's continue with this while you're typing your answer. I sometimes, as you see, take a look. Okay, so it's checkmate, next move. Yes, because here we have a 5, 6, and 7 for... Can I mark these? No. Okay. But these 3 are taken by the king. No escape for the black king. And if the rook prevents it with a3, I just go here and check. Okay, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to check with the engine why... well, basically, I gave the answer to myself why g7 is correct. Because then I prevent from checking my king on c3. So I have to remember this. This is the correct move. And now here the check. Okay. And again. Yes, this is all right. Okay. No, I don't know this ending, but I never had it on the board, so I never studied it. Yes. And I think it was in part 1 already when he gave all these statistics, or Rook Shelf, that's the author of the course. He gave a quick overview of the history of the ending and also statistics, and he said it comes up rarely, but you just learn stuff that you can use later on, and if it happens, of course, you are able to convert it nicely. Okay, so let's go, and here we are having the Philidor rook to move again, and it's our turn, and I'll start with the same thing here. Check. That's correct. And now I go to give him a check on g7. That is an alternative move. Then I give a check right away here on d4. That is correct. And now I think Is it D8 or H8 or A4? I don't remember really, but of course I'm looking for the square for the queen to fork both. So that's, I think, why H8 is correct. It was correct. And now I'm having it. It's H7. Right. Okay, so with H7 we have the fork. It's needed. Can take the rook and we're good. Next variation. Okay, so white to play. And here we are having the, what was it called? The harpoon. Yes, I really didn't read it, but I know it's the harpoon pattern, and this is an easy fork coming up. So it's here a check, and then we can give the fork right away. Harpoon seems to be one of the easiest in this endgame. Okay, so now we're having the near Philidors getting to the station. And I remember the station is a position with the queen here. Okay. So as this is repetition, I'm sure we are going to that later on. And we just continue here. Next variation. It is white to play. And okay, here we are having the triangles that we had earlier on. So in these, the first thing to do with the queen is always going to a horse check position, I call it. Here we're having the horse move for checking, and that's the way to go. And now we are going to give check and do the zigzag. No, here it's not a zigzag. Why not? Then I try here with the check first, but probably it's A5. I go with A5 first. It's an alternative. Then this one, C5, alternative. And now I'm out of options already. I'm not out of options because I still have A6. Yes. The queen to move A3 triangle. Okay, let's go. And that was correct. And now we are probably able to force him somehow to give me that forking square. Check here or this one. I'm checking here now. Alternative. Then I'm checking here. Alternative. Checking here. Alternative. That's funny. I still have this one here. Ah, yes, and the final, we're going up. We're zigzagging up. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Then here. And finally, we have the forking square. I forgot it's zigzagging to the top and not to the rook. Okay. So this is good then. Then we just continue. Next variation. And white to play. So Philidor rook to move with the rook on f7. So I think we should start by playing this one. Alternative, this one. That was all right. So check. No, not check. Oh, it was not check. Yes, that of course was the correct one. Okay, and now we just do this and are able to, yes, okay. So check, check, check. Next variation. So theme protected fork. The protected fork is an easy one. That is giving a check to the king and give him the protected fork here. That is easy. What are we having here? We are having the shared diagonal. It is now a position for black. I remember this. I should stay on a diagonal with the king, so it's harder for my queen to fork. Yes, correct. Next one, we are having the original Philidor's win, and that was the triangulation. So I start with the check here, going to check here, going here. That forces the king. And now we can attack the rook and give a check immediately. So, well, an X-ray check, so the rook cannot move away. Yes, this was correct. Then we are white to play. This is called the pin mate. And the pin mate was giving a, was it here or there? I think it was here. It was correct. And now we need to move the king as we are in check. That is going here. The rook cannot move as it's pinned now. And that means we are good. Every other way to step our king out of check would have delayed the win by at least 17 moves. But here we have the pin mate position, so it's made in 2 moves after one king c8. Well, it's not made directly, but we can give him a queen check on g8. He's forced to put in the rook and e8, and then it's mate, of course. And if we place king here, we have it immediately. Okay, nice. So only 7 more to go. Oh no, takes so long, but it's needed and necessary, of course. So we continue. Corner stalemate. It's black to play. And here the best move is rook c7, because if he takes with the queen, it's immediately stalemate. He doesn't take, and now we need to give a check here, I think. If he takes, we have nowhere to go with the rook. Now we go here, same thing. And we are able to get the queen if he goes out of the way with the king. So that is always needed to know, corner stalemate, if rook and queen are in this position. Okay. So then we have burger's draw. That was kind of easy, I think. Yes. So we just go here, there, here, and there, and here. And now the trick is, again, we're having a stalemate position if the king takes. That's why we are giving the check here. And he cannot get out of the way without me taking his queen. So that is fine, of course. White to play, it's the Philidor rook to move with rook on h7. Okay, so what to do? I think it starts with the check here. Yes. And then we need to somehow get the queen to a2 so we can check fork on g8. So I'm playing a check here, correct? Now I'm playing I can, yeah, well, even easier. I can just play b1 and it's forking already. Okay, good. Corner stalemate 2, it's black to play. And what was this? It was this one, checking here. Yes, that's correct. Oh, Che Baye. So thank you for the follow. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I hope you're doing all right and also have as much fun as learning the end game, Queen versus Rook, as I do. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, so we just continue. And of course, if you have questions, I probably cannot answer them. Maybe I can, we don't know. But we are doing the reviews from the last sessions now before we start learning new stuff here. Okay, now it is also checking the king again. And now it is, was it? Yes, it was now giving a check to the king. So if he takes, we have a stalemate already. Well, not now, but now. It is stalemate because I can take the queen. That's all right. So very good to have. 3 more to go. Now it's Ponciani's draw, and that is equal or close to the Burger's draw. So we start with checking. The king approaches. We still keep on checking. We still check. And now we still check here. And if he takes, we have a stalemate. And if he goes to G6, we just go H6 and have the chance to take his queen, so it's also a draw. Yes, these are the easy ones. Okay, so with that, keep up the good work. You don't know how much that means to me. It's usually very, how can I say this? Well, to me, chess is never boring, but well, it is, as we in the chess dojo say, it's sweat work. Yeah. And then you can say to streaming whatever you like. Some people have 3,000 viewers. I usually have like from 1 to 5. And I just enjoy doing my chess homework together with others. So it's really appreciated that you say it's good work. Thank you, Baye. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Okay. So, and of course, I hope you learned something too. Okay, so now we're having the exception to Burger's draw, and that is bringing up the king. And here we have something nice because the king is giving an, well, extra attacker character on the H7 file now. Yes, Che is fine. Okay, nice meeting you, Che. Okay, so this was good. Then we are having the next situation, and it's the pin mate. And that is an easy one, as we learned. I need to pin the rook, then the king has to move, and we can just give the checkmate. Yes. Finally, after around, let me take a quick look, 35 minutes, we are through with all the reviews, and we are going to new material. That's always the point in this session that I'm looking forward to. Okay, so we already covered essential knowledge. We got the formations 4 out of 14, triangles 9 out of 10, and we start with more stuff. Okay, so now we have a new formation. It's called towers, and we are starting with the G8 tower. Okay, so this is an instant of Burger's draw. The Burger's draw we already know because we did that in the review. So I'm just going here. Yes, our move is Rook H7, check. We will check on the G file and H file or pin the queen from F7 unless the king strays to G8, G6, sorry. Okay, so here, check, and we are going here. Yeah, we already know how this works. Okay, defending the 8th rank towers. Okay. Yes, and we have to repeat it. Every time we learn, Chessable lets us repeat stuff 3 times, so it gets more often into our short-term memory in the hope it stays in the long-term memory. And even more. Okay, so now we're good. Okay, so now we have the F8 tower. That was G8, F8. Okay, I understand. So it's the same thing. And it's the Poncianis, or Poncianis, yes. I know how to do this because we already got it under the names Berger, Ponciani, and here it's G8 and F8 towers. Okay. Now here, exactly. So if the king takes, we have a draw. If it doesn't take, we just move up and have the draw. Okay. Next variation, the E8 tower. I don't think that we had this already. So here it says the win is still 24 moves away. So depending how we got here, we probably have an excellent practical chance of reaching the 50 move counter for draw. We start with a check. Check. I'm not able to move while we learn. Okay, so we continue here. And the E8 tower is giving a check. Okay, so we start reading. White's move is King G6. The saved checks have not run out yet. Our move is still keep on checking. Okay, next. All right. It's going here reading again. So now we are out of saved checks. Let's train a sample optimal line from here for a few more moves. Our move now is Rook D7. I always say checking the queen, but this is of course super wrong. Okay, so that is move, and I'm not reading through the alternatives here because I always like to learn the shortest and best way. So that's it, and we just continue. So we are going to attack the queen, and we are okay. Black to play, and here I thought first it would be keep on attacking the queen, but it's just hiding behind the rook then. Okay, we didn't get an explanation for now. Okay, then it is getting off the 8th rank. Okay, and now the optimal choice always try to reach the center of the board. Okay, and here we have to start reading again. King F6, King F6. It's the rook to move C5 cage. That is the cage. Okay, a formation position not covered in this course. Your move is Rook C7. Okay. Rook B7 loses a couple of moves faster. I don't like to learn how to lose faster. So Rook C7 it is. Okay. We continue. It was here Rook C7. Okay. Starting from the original position. Okay. Now it was attacking the queen. Hiding behind the rook. Starting to run behind the rook, keep on running, and attacking the queen. And again, the goal is to stay alive as long as possible. That means the 50 move rule. Okay. Good. After our main line, 7th move, the win is still 18 moves away with optimal play, and you will have a good chance of holding out longer than that. Okay, This needs to be practiced, of course, later on, but we'll find out. Okay, so next one. Now we're starting to have a plank. I don't know what a plank is. We'll start reading. The 5 queen to move 8th rank planks are comprised of 2 trivial wins on the central squares, 2 quick wins near the corner, and a surprisingly long but still straightforward win when the defending king is on c8. Okay, what do we have here? If there is room on the board for a diagonal check, it's the fastest way to win. Okay, here we don't have this. Plank probably means if they're all in a row, yes. Okay, so this here is not possible in this position. Otherwise, the best plan is often to check from an edge square. Okay, and this is the exact same position that we have. So it is checking here. But how this is done, I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay, we are having this position here. Our starting position is clearly very close to the Philidor. Only the queen and defending king are out of place. White can easily produce a Philidor by force. Yes, I think it is. Check, a2. The king needs to move, and now we can just do what we learned for the Philidor position. Yes, it's easy. We need to get the king to c8. All right, so this is easy. If you didn't if you don't understand how this works, I think go to part number 2. It's all explained in part number 2 here. Yes, that's correct. And we are continuing here. So now we have the queen to move b8 plank. It's fairly simple, win in 9 moves and tends to reach other formations on the path to victory. Okay, let's see how this works. Queen e8. I don't go through the variations or alternatives because I like the shortest way. Okay, here we go. Check. And now, hold on, we need to read. Sorry. Black's move 1 rook c8. Okay, if you would have played king b7, it is the queen to move b7 shield. Did we already have that? I don't know. From there to queen b5. Yes. It's the other way around. Yes. So queen to move c8 shield. Yes. Okay. So after the rook blocks the check, we have a good choice of 2 optimal moves, and they are effectively a choice between the queen to move or rook to move variants of the a7 triangle. Our move is queen d7. It's the rook to move a7 triangle. What we had before, but just the board rotated 90%, 90 degrees. Yes. Here is also optimal. It doesn't like, yeah, I don't go for that one. Okay. So next, here, repeating, learning. Okay, good. All right. But I'm not so sure that I can do the triangles that we did before if the board is rotated. So I plan, once the course is over, to do this extensively on light chess studies to see if I can perform this, the mates from all different rotated boards. Okay. So next variation. This takes a bit longer than the other queen to move 8th rank planks. Okay, so next. Always the same start. Check. And here I would go, yes, rook d8, same thing. Queen e7, correct. So here. The interesting thing will be what happens after that. Yes, so queen e7, and with the main line move we have reached the rook to move a6 triangle. Yes, and that should be queen to a7, going to this horse check position, and then the rest with the zigzagging. Okay. The plank formation positions with the fastest wins are the queen to move ones with the defending king on d8 or e8. There's room for an immediate diagonal check from out west, and the edge of the board makes it impossible for the defender to avoid a quick finish after that. Here is the queen to move d8 plank example. Check. No mucking around. Anything else delays the win by at least 5 moves. Nope, we don't like that. Okay, check. And now... An important move to find, it's made in 2 moves from here. Did you spot the pin mate pattern? Yes, I did. It is just the other way around. That was the name I gave this arrangement, a piece of pieces in chapter 2. The second fastest win, well, I don't like to take a look at the second fastest win. Okay. White to play, it's the king move. Check. Are there other ways to go? Because I would like to learn also what happens if the rook is not protecting, but the rook is going out of the way. Probably easy checkmates, but we see. So. Okay. So we'll just continue. And this is the one in the corner. This one barely needs an explanation. We fork the rook or reach another well-known formation immediately. King a7. Okay. Rook b2 with the checkmate next move. Yes, here, and then the checkmate here. That is fine. Sorry, with the checkmate on b7. Yes, okay. So queen d8 is the answer to king a7. It's the rook to move Philidor once again, just again from a rotated position. And so we need to get the king on a6 to be able to double attack the rook on c8. So then we can just go to the next variation, the last one of the planks. And this is a fairly simple win in 8 moves with best play. Oh, funny. Okay. So this one is interesting because, okay, I thought it would have been queen e8, but we'll find out what's happening. So he plays rook b7, and then what would have happened if he played rook h7? Then it would have been king c6, check, king needs to go out of the way, otherwise it's a checkmate with the queen on e8. Okay, so king a8, queen a1, and it's checkmate on h8 if the rook blocks, or a fork on b1 if the king moves. Easy by now. Okay, what happens if the king goes to b7? Then we are having queen b5, check, king c8, and this is the queen to move c8 shield, which is an exception among the queen to move shields, in that our best move is not a check. Queen a5 is optimal. Queen a5, okay, here, this one. Yes, I understand. So either way, okay, good. So then if he plays rook b7, we are playing king c6. This is the optimal, the second fast win. I don't care about the second fastest win. I care about the fastest win. Okay, that's cool. Then we are going to play this here. And now it is a check. And now we are going here and now the rook to move Philidor again. Yes, waiting move. King needs to go to c8. We are going queen a6, having the double attack on the rook. Nothing to do for black, and we're good. Again. All right, so we basically covered our 1 hour, and it is like 10 p.m. So I think that's good enough. So we also shouldn't have too many reviews. But what I'd like to read is at least the queen to move shield's info text. The queen to move b8 shield has already been examined as the Philidor. Almost every other queen to move shield is an even quicker win. We will generally examine these shields by file from east to west, but the C file will be left for last because it is the hardest. Okay. In general, the fastest wins are horizontal checks, usually from the west if possible, otherwise from the east. Okay, we are here. Check. However, there are exceptional cases on the C file near the edge of the board. For the queen to move c7 shield, we want a diagonal check. Okay, then we just go here. Okay. Okay, for the queen to move c8 shield, we actually want to attack the rook instead. Yes, double attack on the rook. Okay. Well, we'll find, well, it doesn't seem to be so well. It's, it's many moves, so we will do this next time. I knew it would be a long course, and it is, but I think, yeah, I'm grabbing a little here, a little there, and it gets better, although I had many errors in the review section at the beginning. But if I really drill it in, do these reviews every day, then of course I get better soon, and we are all good for tonight. Okay, so we'll do a quick rate for someone else, and just tune in again, review the videos on demand. If you missed something, follow, subscribe, like as always, and that would be of course really great of you. Okay, so we are going to rate someone who is online. Okay, let's see. I'm still going through the people who are online. They should be English speaking. And we have someone, it's called Sharkmate, and it's viewers pick my opening. We are going for that one. Let's see how it is. Thank you, and yeah, just waiting until the raid starts. We are unable to raid Sharkmate for this time. Okay, no raids possible for him, so we are trying someone else. I'm just scrolling down the list. And who do we have? We are having somebody who is also studying chess. So, unpronounceable username, but we go for it. Okay. Start the raid. And we are good. Wishing you all a great night. See you and bye bye.